Tara and Andy's film reviews on ourgamers.co.uk.
Welcome back, Andy, to another film review.
I need my notes there.
Whether you're ready for it or not. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, no complaints.
Good. I'm good too. Thanks for asking. Okay, so we're talking...
Chance to.
It's not written in your notes, is it? That's why. It doesn't say anywhere to ask me. Okay, Logan is the film we're going to be talking about today. It's classified... No way. It's only classified 15?
Mm-hmm.
I shuddered so much in this. I couldn't handle it. I think half of it I missed because I was just hiding.
You lightweight.
I know, right? I couldn't, and I still won't be able to look at the whole thing. But anyway, director James Mangold, brilliant name by the way.
Yes. Starring
Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, and Dafne who actually played really well.
Yes.
We'll get into that. Genre: action, drama, sci-fi. Running time: 2 hours and 17 minutes. I don't really think I actually felt that.
No, that's good. Carol.
Yeah. Okay. Synopsis. In the near future, a weary Logan cares for an ailing Professor X in a hideout on the Mexican border, but Logan's attempts to hide from the world and his legacy are upended when a young mutant arrives, being pursued by dark forces. And obviously, Logan... Oh, no, right. Can't help but get involved in the whole situation. So, yeah. Or situation, in case you didn't realise what I said there. I don't know. This needs subtitles. Okay, story and script is where we're going to begin.
I actually do not have much for story and script.
Oh, really?
That's surprising, considering I think I was just involved the whole time.
You know what?
I don't think I made many notes because of that.
I didn't write tons of notes either. I think and it took me a while before I actually wrote my first one. I think I was just really into it.
Yes, yeah.
So, and then I thought to myself, I've got no notes. I really need to start writing something.
There's a little recap at the beginning just to confuse the timeline a bit.
There was?
Yes. It was quite intriguing throughout the whole film.
Yes.
On and on. Kept you interested. It was very good at doing that. And the progress of the story.
Yeah.
Where it started, where it went.
Was
different changes, different moments.
Yeah.
Where it went at the end.
Yeah.
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 All really great progress.
Yeah, definitely.
Really happy with the story and
You
script.
loved the development. Did you enjoy the character development? I mean, that's always a big thing for you.
I know, right? But yes.
Good. I wrote great, both the story and the script. Raw and tough. Like, this film was just so raw.
Yes.
That's how I would describe it. Oh, that is a really bad day, was one of my notes. It was just another thing and another thing. And at the end, I was like, do you know what? I've just got to make that note because that's just unfortunate in so many ways. Not my sort of film at all, but I totally get it. And it was still brilliant and well done and well executed in so many aspects. So I can definitely see why a lot of people are really enjoying this film as well. I just can't do the gore. And to you, individual, you know who you are, who told me before the film, oh, the gore is okay. It's not like gore. It's all right. No, it was gory. I could not watch it. So that's we'll leave that there. I can't believe he told me. I was like, oh, okay, I can handle that. That's all right. Because I even agreed with him. I was like, oh, I can do that then. I've seen enough films with blood in it. But yeah, so yeah, you, individual. We're going to have words next time I see you. Because unfortunately, I couldn't let that out when the film was done because you had disappeared. Rightly so.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I bet he just said that just to make me think it was okay.
Yes, yeah.
And it actually wasn't.
He knew I wanted to see the film, so...
Oh, that was harsh. Everyone wanted you to see everyone wanted us to see the film, but they all know what I'm like. So they obviously tried to make it seem okay. That's just evil. That's so not fair. Okay. What else have I got here? Proper gritty and down to earth, a realistic approach to, how they're taking on this film, in comparison to the other films in the franchise sort of thing. So I thought it was very, very, very.
It was very
gritty.
Good. Yes. It needed to be. It had done such a good job at what it was.
Yeah, definitely. And there was a major part I somehow so didn't see coming, but it was such a fantastic element in the story.
Oh, I'm curious now.
Yeah.
Tell me afterwards.
I will tell you afterwards. I can't say.
No, don't.
No, I won't say.
Don't risk it.
I won't risk it for a biscuit. Okay, action and stunts. Action-packed. It definitely was.
It really was.
Straight into it, and I was like, I can't look, I can't.
My first note regarding the action was, violent. My next note regarding the action was, quite violent, with 2 exclamation marks.
Oh, God, you were probably writing all those. I didn't see you write any of that, so it's probably when I was hiding that you were writing all of that. Yeah,
I did
it
love
was.
the action. It was the best Wolverine action.
Yes.
It really was. Out of all the X-Men and all the previous Wolverine films.
I know that he has to be. I get that, but I can't view it. I don't mind if it's like off cam or they make it seem that.
Just
but I
wait
can't.
for a little while.
I cannot
You hear the noises and the screams.
Or like certain ways if it's done, but if it's like you can see where I can't even talk about it.
I can see you trying to mimic one of the things
talk.
you've done,
I can't do it. But yeah, no, good action and combat. It was the bits that I could see, and then I obviously shut my eyes when it got to the bit like I could see where they were going, and I thought that's actually really well done. So I like it. So the way it was done, very, very brutal. Again, not my sort of thing at all. I think I spent, as I said, half the... Because there's so much action, I literally spent about half the movie hiding behind my hands, or your hand, or just my eyelids, or just any way behind my notepad. I struggled. But I still enjoyed it. But there's a lot I couldn't view because I couldn't take it. I can't take it.
I had a mate see it after us, and I got a text from him saying it was bloody great. And then, but absurdly high body count.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, they went all out in this film, definitely. But just, for me, it was just a lot of squinting. and nervous laughter. When I really can't handle it, I'm always just doing the nervous laugh thing. I just can't handle the gore and all that violence because it's too much. So don't sit next to me if you ever go see any sort of gory films or horror films. You'll have me hiding, squinting. I'll look like I'm having some issues, and then I'm just like doing a nervous laughter at the same time. But yeah, no, and really interesting dynamics again. You'll so understand that when you go see it. What I mean by the dynamics with the combat and stuff, because that was so good. It was so good. I think that that's all
Couple
I've
of
got.
first shots. They didn't do a stupid amount of darkness, so you did see it quite a bit.
Yes,
and also they didn't do stupid amounts of quick cuts during action. So again, you see a lot of the action.
That's right.
They done really such a good job with it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like cheaply just
done.
It was proper. There was a lot of effort went into it.
I think people who really love this whole the comic side of it and love Wolverine and what he really stands for and love action, I think are going to really enjoy this film.
Yeah.
So, and it's a decent story as well. It's actually a really good story.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So, you get, it's not just, let's just do an action-packed film and don't worry too much about the story. It actually is so good.
Yeah, this isn't Triple X or anything like that.
But yeah, cast and characters.
Got it.
Oh, okay. That girl, who basically is Dafne Keen, who plays psycho, evil, possessed really well.
She does.
Basically, me on a good day.
Yeah, Dafne Keen was impressive. She done such a good job of being creepy and evil looking and angry looking. I'm assuming
and a
makeup.
hint of anger.
Yeah, I'm assuming like makeup had some sort.
I don't think so. I think she just had the face. Like for the first majority of the film, did I not come over and tell you at some point? I was like, all she's done so far is eat and scream, and glare. That's it. Yeah. But she had the face, it made you made you uncomfortable. She did a really good job there. Yeah. So perfectly cast in my eyes, I think.
Hugh Jackman done such a great job with his character.
Oh, I know.
Such a great role.
I know. And it's not easy. Again, the way with this whole story, he just did it so well. But also, do you know what I really loved? The banter between Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman. I know about that as well. The script, it was just, obviously it's not a comedy film, but those little bits here and there that make you chuckle, it was just so well done, that relationship between those two characters.
You believe that they've been around together for ages.
Yeah, and they got to the point where I think they kind of get on each other's nerves, but they don't want to be without each other, obviously. They've been through so much. So
I've got a friend like that.
Oh, shut up. So yeah, really well cast.
Hugh Jackman's character, Wolverine, his physical body is 100-something years old.
Yeah.
Because he was born before the wars and stuff. He was in all the wars in one of the earlier Wolverine films. So his physical body is over 100 odd years. His mental age, because he went all through time, and then went back and then done it all again, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's over 200 odd years old in mentally.
Yeah.
Imagine having to do that and see all your friends dying more than once.
Oh gosh.
Because they died.
They died. Put a downer on it.
Yeah, but no, he played the role so well.
It's a good point.
He's seen Jean Grey die and all that. He saw all the other X-Men will go over time. He played it so well though. He was obviously mentally and emotionally broken at this point.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. I mean, you see that at the start, the way they portray his character and what he's doing now, and you just realise, he's just kind of like just going with the flow now, and that's it, sort of thing.
I'll happily say that I loved all the cast. They cast everyone perfectly. Yeah. Everyone played the roles really well. Definitely.
And even just really quick, I don't have a note here anywhere for it, but the little CGI, because there's obviously a bit of CGI in here, but I didn't really pick up on it, which is why I didn't make a note. But the CGI in it was quite good as well, so I was quite happy with that. And also, maybe would have liked to have seen a little bit more expansion with certain characters, which again, if you see, I think you kind of know what I'm talking about.
But 2017, maybe like the full
maybe
cut,
the extended
maybe
version.
that does have something in that you need.
Yeah. Because I literally felt like you just got a taste of it, and then that was it. So maybe more to come in the future. I don't know. Maybe, saving it for that. But I really would have liked to have seen more for that. Just a little bit, not loads. Not that, picky. But I think that's all I've got for cast and characters. Mm-hmm. Music soundtrack?
Yep.
Andy.
The random piano spam. And I imagine it's not, that's what I wrote at the time. I imagine it's not random. Obviously a lot of work goes into it. But the really creepy,
they just let
eerie,
a cat walk up and down it.
Possibly. But there was some really creepy piano music that was so eerie during suspense moments. And then they had it again during some of the action stuff. And it just made you on edge. It helped get you there.
It's just uncomfortable,
if you weren't uncomfortable, that's what I was about to say. If you weren't uncomfortable before with just the gory sort of violence,
I was struggling already, so you can imagine
the soundtrack would
how
have got you
traumatized I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was really good. Funnily enough, I didn't actually make any notes about music and soundtrack, but when you brought that up, it was like, oh yeah, good point. Okay, we're on to randoms. We're nearing the end of it now, Andy.
Yes.
Any randoms?
It's a more serious and graphic than the previous Wolverine films.
Graphic, good one.
And X-Men films.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job getting this right where it needs to be now.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
It's definitely the best film of Wolverine, I would say.
It's for the more... Yeah, there's a good comparison then. So it is for the more mature audience. I know we had like Deadpool come out, but that's a very comedy. That's a very laugh it off.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be quite brutal. It was quite violent as well from memory. But it's such a silly, like, who cares sort of thing. But here, this is super serious.
Yeah,
it is a very more emotionally mature film as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rate. What? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to give it now. I'm really struggling. What are you going to give it?
I don't know. To be honest, I have many different numbers written on the paper. It was 8, 9 or 10.
Oh, I don't know what to give it.
The previous Wolverine films, I probably would have given about a 5 or 6. Neither of the Wolverine films were that good in my eyes. They were both a bit naff. The X-Men films, I'd probably give about a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
So this, I'm probably going to go easily 9, possibly 10.
Oh, wow.
It was really good at what I did. It was such a good film. Didn't seem like 2 hours odd.
No, it didn't. It definitely
17
didn't.
minutes, 2017 minutes. Didn't seem like that. I really can't fault it. I love the action, love the actors, love the soundtrack. The story was great, progression was great.
It was, quite emotional. I'm like 8, bored and 9. Like,
yeah, but that's only because you couldn't see half the film.
That's the thing. So what? I'll just give it an 8 then. It's like stupidly close to a 9 though. So
mine's
8.9.
Stupidly close to a 10 then, if we're doing that.
Okay, so I'll give it an 8. You'll give it a high 8. You're giving it a high 9.
I'd like to watch it again and see if I'd still think it's still a 10, but in my eyes,
I don't know if I could see it again.
I'd probably watch it without you sometime.
I'd like to see it again. I've got to get over this, but because you kept saying it's not real. I don't care, Andy.
It's not real.
It looks real. Like nowadays, the effects, it looks real. I can't take that. It's not like it's a bit of like you can obviously see it's a bit of ketchup on some stupid little prop that looks like it's going to bend as soon as you look at it and break. No, this is like proper stuff. I can't handle it. But before I forget as well, the actual rating it has gotten, unsurprisingly, 8.8. Super high, isn't it?
Yeah, it deserves it.
It's insane. Yeah, definitely deserves it. And I believe that is all for this week's film review. Thanks again, Andy.
One more random note.
Oh, go for it.
It is a shame it took them this long
I know.
to perfect the Wolverine standalone film.
I know. I totally agree with you. Absolutely.
Well done, Mangold.
Goldman. Okay, anyway.
Mangold, wasn't James Mangold? That was
Mangold. Bye, Andy.
Bye for now.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.